Hello and namaste, it has been a while. Today I'm going to help you choose a bed for your dog. So if you are buying a bed online, make sure that you look at the dimensions and not just the size. So let's say for instance you think, oh, my Indie is a medium-sized dog, or a Cocker Spaniel is a small-sized dog, so I'm going to go for a small bed for the smaller sized dog and maybe a medium-sized bed for the Indie. Because the size is not always true to the actual bed size. So you will see in my video that there are two beds in the beginning, right? You've got the brown bed and there's a pink bed as well. When they were listed as the same size. They were both medium-sized beds, but the brown one looks much smaller, and it was quite small compared to the pink one. So as soon as she grew out of the tiny little box that we had, we gave her this beanbag that was lying around in the house. Needless to say, she started teething and then biting this one and ripping it apart, as you can see with the little mark. So puppies tend to, teeth a lot and then chew a lot. So in the beginning, the formative years, you will always find that most of the beds are going to be an experiment for you. So shortly after the beanbag incident, we bought two beds for her, and they were listed as the same size, but as you can see, the brown one looks much tinier than the pink one that is there. Pink one's dimensions are 68 by 68 by 23 or 24, so length, width and height. And that is a very good size for an Indie dog. They can like really sleep and put their neck on the outside and everything. It's a good size. So do go by the dimensions. Always look at that instead of just looking at the name of the size. So this tends to happen to the mattress that you buy after some time. The dogs bite and play, and this is the material that goes in. So we've got a replacement because this can no longer be used unless it's fixed. Here's the sad sight of my dog sleeping without the mattress in her bed, but it does work. So as you can see, after a lot of trial and error, we decided to just go and get beds made from our local mattress store. Well, more like someone who just makes, curtains and mattresses for human use, but they can also make mattresses for beds because the idea is the same. In fact, it's much smaller. So when we went to the mattress shop next to our house, we asked him to just make it like a cushion that goes on the sofas. It's kind of like that material because it needs to be soft. It also needs to make them feel warm. It should not be too tough and stiff because they do like to do that with their paws, and then they go round and they like to sleep on that soft surface. So it's not that dense kind of mattress. It's similar to the ones you get online, but just more reasonable, I suppose. So it's just like the cushion, it's got that foam thing inside and a combination of cotton of sort. That's something you can discuss with that mattress person and make it as close to the dog beds that you usually buy for the dog. Now I say that because the bed that I'm describing is for someone who doesn't have any arthritis, joint pain, orthopedic kind of support. Someone who needs that. Dogs who do have that kind of problem need a different kind of bed. So for them, you need to discuss with a veterinarian and find a bed that suits those needs. This is just a general dog bed. Come on, come on, come on. This is the new bed, and this is the old bed. My dog is testing it out. Oh, approved. Approved by Hope. Mars is still unsure. When you go to a mattress store, for example, you've got the foaming and the stuffing inside cleared. You should also make sure that you find a relatively thicker kind of cover for the bed not like a very thin material, because that's what I've seen in many beds. They come with very thin covering for the mattress, but you can pick a thicker one. That'll be difficult for them to tear right away, you know. The beige bed you see and the gray bed that you see, those are of different shapes. One is more square, one is more rectangle. The gray one is more square, so I think it was like 2.5 feet all sides. And the other one is a rectangular one, so it's 2 feet, I think, on two sides and 2.5 on the others. Come on, Mars, go bed. Mars. Bed. Okay. Good girl. That's Marcy on her new bed. What about this bed now? So we just plugged in the old beds, like a mattress in the bed that is even older than that. It fits quite well, so they can use it. Otherwise, you can just remove it and use the mattress only. But they sometimes like to put their neck on the side of the bed. Otherwise, you are free to use just the mattress as it is. That is more than enough for them to sleep comfortably on. Same thing here. We put the other mattress into the hollow of another bed that we had. So the dog should fit in that bed, you know. It's not like their limbs are outside and their legs are outside and you've just got a bed that you think should fit well, but it doesn't fit the dog. So based on that, think of all the positions your dog sleeps in. It's not just the donut one, right? There's the others as well. Because in the donut one, all the dogs fit. Most of them will fit because they curl up so cutely. But the ones where they stretch their legs and then it's up in the air, you know, those are the ones that require some space. So when you've got the right bed, also make sure that you try to maintain it as well as you can. And by that I mean you need to clean it, you need to change the cover. You know, you can buy like 2-3 covers, and then when you put it out in the sun, you just change the cover. So maybe I should make another video on this. But until then, I will leave you with this short video on choosing the right size or choosing the right bed for your dog. I will see you next time.